What's up, my friends? We're playing some Pro Tour decks. Don't worry. We're not playing Mono. We're not playing Cori-Steel Cutter. This is a deck that Arne Huschenbeth, former teammate of mine, all-around great guy, content creator. Me and Arne roomed together for a lot of the PTs over the last few years. And Arne played a Jeskai control deck. Now, this is pretty interesting because this deck did really, really well. It won one of the regional championships. It did well overall at the regional championships. But very few players actually played at the Pro Tour. But Arne crushed. Arne, he top 32, I think, with this deck. I don't recall his exact record, but he did really, really well. And this is the kind of anti-Cori-Steel Cutter deck. 4 main deck lockdowns. And we got removal spells, lightning helixes, stock up, and Shiko Paragon of the Way, the most important card here to flashback. Big Snapcaster style, your stock ups, your removal spells, things like that. And then 2 main deck graveyard hate cards, a Lantern and a Vacuum, as a respect to the Omniscience decks that are pretty low impact on the deck itself. That's really it. Nothing really insanely, crazy here. Just a really good version of a deck that has been around for a bit and that Arne thought was a good metagame choice. And boom, there it is. Arne came in 41st place. So that's the deck, and we're going to play it and see how the games go. Brought to you by...
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting, our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bonds, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
All right, let's do this. Chat, coming out at me. We got a blue-white control hand. Opponent mulligans we're definitely keeping, though. We got Scryland on the draw with a counterspell, and then a Day of Judgment. Day, of course, is really, really powerful in standard via foundations, but with temporary lockdown being the metagame consideration sleeper of choice, has been seeing a little less play. Thundering Falls, cool. Get the falls going. Reminder, if it's the first time here, my name is Jim, pro Magic player, full-time content creator and commentator, and hit the follow button, like, subscribe, support the content, because, okay. What I do is what I do, it's my job, and your support makes that possible. No copies of Ultima, no. As for Origins, so this could be a more, it's definitely a Yuna deck. Is it a more Abzan-y Yuna deck? I don't know, we'll find out. And we got an Exhale here, so just hold up that. And just pass turn. This is definitely a more of a mid-range control deck. You know, it is, it's certainly control, but it's not like draw-go control. Here's Cavern of Souls on Avatar. I love that. Okay, ship a land and say go. Dreams of Lagana. That's like the new one, right? I think that card is unplayable in standard. Definitely worse than Think Twice and Deduce. Squint, first time. Shout out everyone's had a Squint. We just came back recently to what standard deck do you think would be worth building an arena? It is definitely worth playing standard because standard is great, but do not build a deck yet. There's going to be a ban announcement on the 30th. And the format will definitely change. I would wait until that to make your dive in. For now, play some drafts or whatever else it might be. Untap and draw a lockdown. So this is going to be a long matchup because none of our cards line up particularly well. So that's fine. Standard is great. The thing is that, what folks need to understand is that high-level standard is different than regular standard. Ugh. So, yeah, this stinks. We've been playing ladder for the last 3 hours. We played against, is it once in Mono Red once, I think? You know, people trying to play Magic, you know? All right, so we can use Lockdown of these Moths, which is not ideal, but this is going to be probably not a very easy matchup. When cards are banned on Arena, you get wild cards for the cards that are banned. Not exactly a one-for-one trade-off because they, the deck you built might have cost other wild cards and stuff, but it's not ideal. It is definitely not ideal. All right, land number 6. Another Overlord. Ugh.
Spawn more Overlords.
And they have 3 cards left. We could just, fire up a Helix to face, then Shinko it. The problem is, like Snapcaster Mage, you gotta draw that first stock up, you know? You really gotta get there. Counterspelling with the Cavern of Souls in play is probably not a good idea, you know? So, I'm going to untap, and we're going to draw an Archive. Yeah, we'll just set up a Wrath for the first Overlord pair. Just take some damage from this, I think. Archive for stock up. Stock up. Stock up. Stock up!
I look like a jackass.
Alright, just a land. Alright, we'll just say go. What's up, DJ? PV's deck does seem pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna... So there's 2 more turns before this Overlord comes in. I can try and Wrath and get these in the Overlord. I'm gonna wait. We're not gonna Helix here. Just take a few shots. Fortunately, our exhale is getting worse and worse. Double Cavern of Soul on Avatar and Human is pretty damning. They go for the Esper Origins. We can counter this. Because we'll draw a card. Yeah, I would just counter this, right? We could, like, Wrath. But I want to Wrath the Overlord. So let's counter this. So it's Behold a Dragon. Count us by 4. Any indication that Omniscience can be banned? Yeah, I think it's certainly on the watch list. I think it's like 100% Cutter. I would say 80% a card from Mono Red, and like 50% a card from Omniscience, and then like 35% another card, like Beans or a card from the bounce decks, which I think is very unlikely. So, untap.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
All right. My kingdom for a frickin' stock up. Hopefully they run out of gas here. Ami's very good. Oh my god. This is like... Alright, so they have a Zerg. If they go all in here, we just blow them out of the water with Wrath. They probably won't, though. Yeah, they're not going to. Oh, wait, but this is going to come in anyway. Oh, wow. Alright, so... We're about to take Infinite. 7, 14. We're about to take 18. So we need to kill one of these to stay alive. But then I get their Wrath. And then we'll be at a low life total, but they have nothing left. Okay. So you challenge them with a chance here. Go to 3. They go to 1,000,000, whatever. Their life's not that important. And we're going to have a draw Soul Guide Lantern. That's actually a pretty good draw. That stops them from being able to do us. And then Lantern will hit an Overlord. And we will say go. Alright. We can always return the Lantern with Chico, too. Drawing that first stock... If I'm watching the matches that this deck has played at the RCs, where I was doing commentary, it was... If only they knew how bad our hand was, but finding the first stock up is like so important. Once you find it, it finds the next one. Your Shikos are good. Yeah, I mean, if only they knew, you know, if only they knew, but that's fine. So we're going to bring in definitely our Tidebinders, Mastermind for Beans, change the equation, Elishnor, destroy evil. The Helixes are not very good. Our Graveyard Hate. Our Graveyard Hate is like okay, because they are doing the Yuna thing. And if the game goes long, just exiling Overlords and making Ghost Vacuum Overlords isn't bad. So that's a reasonable thing. Lockdown's really bad too, so it's got to go. So we got cards to cut, obviously. Alright, ban Manifold Mouse, not Rage. I'll make a video, folks. There'll be a video this week. I'll go over all my thoughts on all the bans. I always play, I play best of 3, yes. That's how I like to play the game. Get lost, destroy evil, change the equation. Tidebinder. I still want the rats. We're on the draw. Base is not as good on the draw, so... yeah, I think that Vacuum's better than Lantern. I mean, actually, I actively want Vacuum against them. I kind of want to negate, too. I think it's good. Oh, no, we need another card. I think Lantern's fine. Alright. It's quite the dub there. Interesting question in chat. Can you explain the reason they ban cards? Why not let a dominant deck do its thing? To that next set comes out, isn't that okay? And I think that is I prefer that attitude to, oh my god, I lost him his card, please ban it. Ah! But the same time, if people aren't having fun, and you know a deck is clearly dominant, and the goal for any game is balance, and the game will never be totally balanced. The game, there will always be a best card in Standard. There will always be a best deck in Standard for any given moment. That will shift over time because that's kind of how things work, and like that's the ideal scenario of the metagame shifting. The problem is when a deck is too good, the meta can't shift towards it. So with Cori-Steel Cutter, the first few RCs that I commentated were very early in the format, and the meta was shifting around a little bit. Folks trying to adapt. It didn't win, and the metagame was shaping around it, but not like warped by it yet. And it still felt like there was room to adapt. Now we're 2 months in. The best players in the world spent 2 months prepping for this event. 43% of them chose to play Izzet, which is like preposterous. You know, at that point, it's at a point now where it's past the point of just being fixed via metagame shifts and considerations. You know, where people just they tried for 2 months, they threw up their hands and said, "All right, I'm just playing Izzet, I guess. Whatever. This is what I have to do." And that's the point where action needs to be taken. So, deck does well at tournament, whatever, it's fine. But when the field is that skewed and that shifted, that's a big deal. Yeah, and Newsec came out and didn't do anything either. What is going on today? Just no one wants to play Magic with me? Like, I don't understand. Do I smell that bad? Like, what? Whatever. Sure. Good talks anyway. So Liquid in chat says they were correct to choose Izzet that highly. Izzet had a 49% win rate in this tournament. Izzet was not the best choice for this Pro Tour. Mono Red was, because Mono Red was the deck that is good enough by itself, but also good against Izzet, which is where you want to be. But even then, the presence of Izzet has warped things to a point where there isn't really a metagame. The metagame is just Izzet or not Izzet, and then what has to happen in that thing. So Mono Red won. It beat Izzet in the finals in like 10 seconds. So, all right. Not a great hand, but we're going to keep. We're on the play with two Surveil lands, so. Like, Izzet is not done particularly well at any of the tournaments. Partially because folks are so invested in beating it, but, you know, like at the RCs, it was always at like a 51% win rate, 52% win rate, even early on, you know? And but the thing is that, like, yeah, main deck Mage Bane, Lizards, and High Noons, it's still not absurd, because Pro Tour Nadu crushed the Pro Tour. Everyone knew it was the best deck by a country mile, and it's still at a 60% win rate, which is preposterous, like absolutely preposterous. Can't do that, but it's still at the point where it's just too much. All right, Beanstalk, man. Where are the freaking Izzet decks at? You know, I'm gonna play against Izzet for once. Come on. All right, we're gonna make the awful play of killing the Beanstalks. Just gotta do it. Take your medicine. It sucks, but. Alright. Green-white. Do I recommend buying wild cards? No. If you have the time and the inclination, you should draft. If you can just get to like, the thing is that when you're playing draft, bronze and silver are pretty easy, and you can break even on your win rate. You'll get most of your packs back and stuff. And then, Beza here, draw a card. I can Beza draw a card. No, I can't. I'm white. God damn it. Sure. Wild lands. But yeah, I think buying wild cards is worse than just buying packs. The prices are like pretty similar, but. Chad asks, isn't the part of a difference between Cutter and Nadu the power level difference between Standard and Modern? To a small extent. But creature combo with Great Plan B is typically the best deck, period. Whereas really good deck with high card quality is often not going to reach that point. Can't draw stock up, not in the deck. It's not even in there.
You didn't say
So they're
the
going
magic
to
word.
plot the Overlord, not cast it, and play High Noon. Speak of a devil, right? Here's Rediscover the Way. High Noon is pretty annoying. Turns off Shigo. But that's fine. Now they only have 3 cards in their hand. We can't. Sure. We'll just Rediscover the Way, I guess. This is the way. And there's a Get Lost. All right, so we're going to Get Lost to High Noon on their turn. Our cards don't function otherwise, so... Well... Fenrir's great. This card's awesome. We draw a lot of Shikos, folks. Here's Elspeth Stormslayer. That card's really good. Sure. Oh, I punted.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
I should have cast Get Lost in response. I'm just an idiot. All right. Well, they're gonna get 2 map tokens instead of, or 4 map tokens instead of 2. Because I can't. I can Shiko and kill the Elspeth next turn if I kill the High Noon. That sucks. All right. Yeah. Bit of a punt. Whatever. Mistakes happen. Is what it is. Cassian just found out what happens when you turn the volume knob on the stereo system all the way up to the top and then hit a button that goes to like the radio or whatever. So he just played full blast radio static out of like our big sound system in the living room. Maxed it out. He's obviously catatonic right now. He's like, ah! So hopefully he learned his lesson. He fucked around and he found out basically. So... We'll see. We'll see. All right, so here's a Get Lost. Here's Shiko. Let's kill Elspeth. So 10,000 more tokens. Yeah. Hand them a stove. I keep telling them not to mess with that, you know. So they have 1,000 maps, which sucks, but... All right, so we got Archive. There's our stock up. Yeah, we gotta draw that. All right, so... That being said, they have an Overlord on top, and they got a bunch of these maps, too. These, like, domainy maps are not great for this deck, but... Alright, start mapping. That's good for us, actually. Now you have a good Wrath. And, oh, come on! Alright, well, we're going to attack and then we're going to cast Wrath, I guess. I mean, the Overlord comes in next turn. I think I can wait for a turn, actually. Let's cast Stock Up, Double Strike Attack. Set up for next turn. Could Chad hear that? Yeah, I mean, it was loud. Like, alright, I need a land. It's funny, his temporary lockdown's like not the worst here, but maybe we can inspire them to cast another Overlord if we cast Lockdown. We get it for 8 too. I just kinda like Lockdown here. Lockdown him and land. Cassian says, if it's too loud, you're too old. Alright, so in for 8. Say go. Trying to bait them into casting the second Overlord. This is Arne's list, yes. That goes on the overlay. Courtesy untapped.gg. No blocks. Blocking just tells them we have his face up, so. Yeah, stock up that he gives double strike. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Come on. Come on.
Poor predictable Bart. Always takes rock.
Authority of the consoles. Sure. Authority of the... Alright. Double authority of the consoles is here, I guess. It's still a good Wrath, so... I mean, get lost for this. Yeah, we're in great shape now. We're in phenomenal shape. So... just guess Wrath.
No, don't do this! Enough is enough!
And then we will say go. And they've got nothing. They draw Beza. That's pretty good. Draw Beza. Draw a card. Beza's so good. Draw Beanstalk? Jeez. Hate this. So many bad resources. That's also the fear is that, like, you ban Cutter, Monstrous Rage, and another card from Mono Red. These Overlord decks are pretty insane. Yeah, that was a pretty bad turn for us, but sure. We get the dragon in play. And just go from there. Let's cast Stock up from the graveyard, sure. Yeah, Overlord and Yuna is pretty insane. Is it Stock Up or Rediscover the Way? Because Double Strike is a thing. I want to find a land first. Is Dreadmaw Ire that much of a downgrade? Yeah. Looks at 6 over 2 turns, though. Yeah, sure. Alright, so they do rotate, which is important. So gain some life. Cast, Rediscover the Way. Top 3. I kind of want to land. We hit nothing land-based. Alright. Sure, we'll take the gate. And I suppose he will say go. We are at 11. And the map parade begins. It's a land. Draw a card. They've been a Fenrir. Map again. Alright. Temporary lockdown. This game one, right? Alright, so sure. Well, the thing is, without they've split up. We're already talking about it. Without Leyline Binding and Zur, Beans is much more tolerable, I think. It's still very good, but so Overlord's coming in. We draw Soul Guide Lantern. Top 3 cards, Vacuum, Exhale, Get Lost. I like Get Lost here. Beza will give us a treasure. We can exile an Overlord. Double Strike could kill the next turn too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we're showing a Lantern. Defend against Yuna. And then we have Get Lost, Helix, and we're at 10. Also attack too. So you go. Yuna is certainly more work than Zur is. The only Zur for consideration for Zur is the mana base, which is very solvable. So they attack. We take 5, no problem. We got 16 coming across here with a double strike from the Rediscover the Way. Their last card is an Overlord of the Hauntwoods. So I guess that does stop our lethal. They Overlord, get a land. This Overlord comes in. We're going to Get Lost it. Yeah, Get Lost this. Untap. We need to find a way to kill this Overlord to win the game. All right. Or another Helix. That will work too. So land, Stock Up. Double Strike on the flyer. Stock Up reveals Counterspell, Rediscover the Way. Rediscover the Way. Sure. That can find a... I can find another rule spell. So another shot at that. So Rediscover the Way. Double Strike here. Get Lost. No, Helix. Second Helix. That is not it. We're 1 mana short. Whatever. Still fine. We attack. They have to block here. We Helix it to finish it off with first strike damage. Or we can just trade and just go to the face. That's even better, actually. Let's do this. Yeah, just attack. Attack like this. Deal 8 and trade. And a 5, 6, 7 damage. We can just like ram a Helix just to, like, in case they have a negate or something that they would have boarded. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Say go. 1 to 8. I hate the mix of Shocklands in Edge of Eternities, but more on that in my video tomorrow. They mapping. Summon Fenrir, going to the graveyard. They can find one more point of damage somehow, which I don't think they can. I guess they could actually, if they drew a Get Lost, they can Get Lost their own authority, and that would give them the map for damage. I guess I would just block then, but... Alright, take 6. Worthwhile to get into Pioneer for now? Pioneer doesn't rotate. What do you mean? 2 to 1! No! What a sicko. We got one outer, folks. High Noon off the top. Only card in the deck that could have killed us. Sure. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to bring in our Masterminds, Negate, Tidebinders. I think the Vacuum. Elish Norn, Destroy Evil. Change the equation's good. Cut the 4 Elixes. Got the 4 Lockdowns. We're on the play. Base is quite good on the play. Change the equation, exhale, negate. I think that just 2 vacuums is fine. And I'm going to cut a Beza. Why didn't you block if you had the Helix to kill it? Because I wanted to kill them next turn, right? I guess maybe you're right. If I had just not just main face Helix like a dum-dum, and then I block. Well, I also don't, I'm never gonna not block. I'm never gonna block there. Like, I'm gonna keep my flyer alive, try and kill them, and they could have gained life like also. So like, yeah, I think that was fine on my part, but I'm not sure. Where were they at? Yeah, we never block there. So because if I held the Helix, they attack. We never block and think they have High Noon off the top. And then we die to the High Noon. If you did block and try and trade, then our Helix wasn't lethal anymore either. So, yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. On the play. Hand is fine. Not great, but fine. I believe Pioneer's a mess. I played Pioneer yesterday. Qualified for the play-in qualifier or whatever. That video's right up on YouTube. You can go watch that one if you want to watch it. But I played Blue-White Control. That was fun. Archive. Rediscover the Way. The first one of those is pretty good, I think. I gotta bend it because put it in the river for Shiko, but I think this is fine. We just go Archive again. Look for a land. Keep it. Play Vacuum, say go. Vacuum is not great against them. It's against Yuna. I think it's more about this card just plays in the mid game.
Did a bad thing.
All right, they play Rest in Peace in their Yuna deck. Sure, that's fine. I guess we just rediscover the way, right? We can always destroy it, I suppose, but Vacuum is certainly less good now. And we are going to take a land. It's funny. We'll probably just destroy Evil this before the 3rd chapter goes off to keep our Shiko relevant. We didn't... Yeah, we saw Yuna in the graveyard, I think. That's pretty funny.
Waka waka.
I bet you weren't expecting that one, God.
All right, I guess we're not going to bother with the graveyard in this game. Vacuum kind of sucks now. I guess it's stock up still. All right. This is +2. We play a Lance, fine. So play stock up. And let's get a Tidebinder and a Get Lost. And we'll play Thundering Falls. Just keep on playing, I suppose. Stock up goes to the top. Double Rest in Peace. I guess they're not playing Yuna. I don't know, but here's a Beza that will draw them a card. And we'll untap and draw. And I think we're just playing Sarah Angel, folks. Frickin' Sarah Angel. Elspeth Stormslayer. Sure. That's pretty crappy for us, for sure. Doesn't feel good to get lost after we already killed my creature, but that is the world we are living in, unfortunately. Parlor reveals another Tidebinder. Tidebinder's great against them, so we'll just kill this and say go. Might just destroy Evil the Beza. I'll probably wait, but if they go to map on it, it's tough. All right, they're not going to map. We're taking 4. Because that means they want to spend their mana elsewhere. So freaking rest in peace. What do you got, friend? Good old Ghost Vacuum.
Anyone home?
Great Final Fantasy costume.
Okay. Let me just Tidebinder this. Hit this. It's on 6. Now there's a lot of pressure on our Tidebinder to live and be able to kill it, but they're pretty low on resources, so... Alright, so... We're going to attack this. Stock up. Get a land, have Destroy Evil, and get lost up. Is it Chico or just Mastermind? Probably just Mastermind, right? Yeah, I think so. And then we play a land. And we say go. Plan is to destroy Evil this Beza. Hope it'll cast an Overlord here. If they cast a white Overlord, we'll probably Tidebinder it. So I guess we're just gonna wait, take 4 again. Alright, what do you got, friend? It says no abilities, cannot activate it. Tidebinder's a cool card. Really fun design. Fountain Port, sack a token, draw a card. So we're gonna Mastermind. Get our draw on. Great card. Really powerful. And oh, I can smell dinner. Nicole's making freaking chicken Alfredo tonight. Oh my god. So good. I'm so hungry. Now what, friend? Well, partner. Alright, so we gotta cast Spell Responsiveness. That's fine. So we'll destroy Evil the Beza in response. Oh, it's just so good. Alright, so that's gone. High Noon is here. Most importantly, Elspeth is dead. Dispelling Exhale is not great at this stage of the game. And we were going to... I'm like, why can I activate this? There's cards in graveyard. I can sack it for 6 if I want to. So, attack face, attack Elspeth. And we're looking like pretty good here. Getting in, doing our thing. And then... Do I want to Mastermind end step? And we draw 2, they draw 1. I think we do. Draw and negate. That's a big pickup. That is a big pickup, folks.
Now this is pod racing.
Untap. Quarry Mountain Monastery. Love it. Not quite a Steel Cutter. And we say go. This is a little more of a draw-go game than usual with this deck. Fountain Port, make a treasure. Sure. Sack treasure, draw a card. They have no red mana currently for High Noon. Their only red source is the Everywhere token from Overlord. I'm assuming they might have, like, maybe 1 Elegant Parlor or something like that. High Noon. Partner. I have treasure. Right, duh. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to the stream. Here's the Overlord anyway. Sure. So, maybe we will kill this High Noon, actually. We are... we're at 8. We have Tidebinder, which can counter it as well, but... okay. We also have Beza, so... I'm not that scared of the High Noon, honestly. I think this is fine. Just gonna kill this Overlord. Untap, cast basic, gain 4 life. We have Tiebinder for the High Noon as well, so High Noon costs 6, not 5. So it is 5. I don't know anything. I don't know any card work. I don't know anything works at all. No idea. Should I do this? I'm tapped out of Tiebinder. I think it's still fine though. Let's do this too. I got Alfredo on the brain. Well, now they're gonna High Noon targeting me. Sure. So this is fine. Should I cast Beza anyway? So top card is a Meringue River Regent. Untap and draw a River Pyre Verge. So 4, 8, 10. Perfect. So let's cast our Coil and Catch. And discard... I don't know, a land probably? Discard a land. Let's play land Beza. Go back up to 7 life. Attack for a bunch. Say go with negate and I guess exhale up technically. Sure. Sack a token, draw a card. Looks good for me with Fairy Mastermind in play, right?
Bingo.
Not too shabby. Draw a card. Awesome.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Sure. Now they're in range of exhale, countering a spell too. Up the beanstalk. They have 3 mana left over. That is not. This does not keep them alive, so we're gonna let it resolve. And we'll counter the thing that actually matters. Cool. All right. I am absolutely floored they brought in Rest in Peace. That's fine, I guess. Cut the vacuums. Let's not bring in 2 Overlords. We don't really have much else to bring in. I mean, like, what are we even doing here? None of these cards really do anything, so... Sure. Don't think bringing a Rest in Peace is very good against us, but... Alright. Opponent mulligans. We're going to keep... It's 2 lands, Scryland. It's like, no one have a magic today? What is happening? Like, what is going on? Like, what is that? What?
Inconceivable!
Dinner, bed, and episode of Andor. That's right. Yep. We watched Andor episode 10 last night of season 2. We're wrapping it up. Very excited about it. And's a great keep. Opponent, please go turn 1 Heartfire Hero. Alright? No more up the beanstalk.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm in like Groundhog Day. Opponent plays green white beans, concedes game 2. Opponent plays green white beans, concedes game 2. Opponent plays green. What is going on? Are you folks real? Am I real? Is anything happening right now? What is? Oh, all right, we're good. We got Paw Patch Recruit. We're good. It's dead, but we're good. We're gonna just let the turn go here. We can do this or this. Played the Roots deck, just played it earlier, yep. I think Ely's Roots deck is the best version of the deck I've ever seen, by a wide margin. Take 2. And Tristani 3 Whispers. Nope.
You didn't say the magic word.
Alright, and we draw our 1 Ghost Vacuum. Man, just haters. Haters everywhere.
What can men do against such reckless...
We're gonna vacuum, I think. Just start working on these creatures. Like, the thing is, vacuum does have an actual mode on it. Like, it does do things beyond just being a graveyard hate card. Alright. Where should I go with this? Maybe I probably should kill it on my turn, honestly. God forbid they're playing, like, Snakeskin Veil or something like that. 21. We'll start working on this graveyard, and eventually we're going to pop the vacuum and just play a bunch of 1/1 flyers. Okay. And we draw a Meringue. River. That's... I think it's actually tempting just to cast as a creature. I'm just going to cast Stock Up. I think it's going to be really good as a creature against them. I'm not going to cast Sift. Just find our...
You know, I just do things.
Land... I guess Lantern. I mean, we don't need land 7 here, so here's Parlor. And another dragon? Sure, whatever. We're just going to cast dragons till the end of time, I think. We've got Snapcaster, Cathar Commando, but my Ghost Vacuum, no! How could you do this to me?
Oh, I hate my job.
Alright. Sure. What? Why bother killing it? It's not doing anything yet. I don't know what's happening, folks. I am... Are all the good players at the Pro Tour? I just don't know what's going on anymore. Like... Alright, you got it. I managed to turn Ghost Vacuum into a Lightning Bolt. Alright, so... Here's Shiko. Let's come in tapped. We're casting Stock Up. Could cast Vacuum again. We're not going to, though. Alright. And, I would like another Shiko and... I don't even know. Sure, I got lost. Alright, you're up. I don't think they can beat 2 Meringue River regions. What do you got? Get lost? Sure, perfect. I got a backup copy, don't you worry.
Poor predictable Bart. Always takes
Like an
rock.
island. Sure. I don't know what's happening. I really have no idea. We're gonna cut these. We're gonna bring in a Destroy Evil. I think a Braid's like fine against them. Change the equation's probably okay. I would say Negate is bad against them. Lockdown seems like it'll be only medium against them. I'm gonna shave a Lockdown. A Braid. Elishnorn. Change the equation's okay, I guess. It's not great, but... Do I want Overlords? I don't think so. I don't even know. Maybe everyone's just exhausted from MagicCon from watching the Pro Tour and stuff. Top C unit, big time resub. Thanks so much. One of the OGs. 89 months. Hot damn. Sure. Hand's great. Keep. We're doing it.
Now this is pod break.
Cori-Steel Cutter. Commune with beavers. Let's call those beavers up and ask them what's going on. Change the equation. Sure. It's Thundering Falls. Ship a land. I would ban Steel Cutter and Manifold Mouse. I'll make a video about it this week so I can stop saying it over and over and over again. Metagame challenge. Sure. Haywire Might. Okay. Yeah. This is fine. Commune Beavers would play well in a Steel Cutter deck. It finds artifacts. It's a cantrip. Take 1. Sentinel with Naval City. Get out of here.
Get off my plane.
Card's actually pretty good against us. Dodges a lot of our removal. Alright. Well. Shiko's pretty good. I'm in for that. That's pretty annoying. Sure. So, like... Man, I wish we had a freaking Stock Up. Alright. They get a Lava Spur, Boots, and a Phoenix down. Which can return the Gear Hulk, which is kind of cute. Gonna kill this. Kill this so I can lock things down next turn. Given the option. Did WotC mention bans? They would never mention bans, ever. On a Pro Tour broadcast. Ever. So, all right, and we will say go. All right, the Hulk's coming in. And now what? Lobster boots, Phoenix down. Blackhawk down. Red shirt down. What's up there, Sky? What do you got for us, my friend? How about boots? Just so you go. We draw exhale. Sure. Let's start by archiving. Hell yeah. Yeah. Counterspell's pretty good here, so locking down just the boots seems a little sketchy. Aim for 4, take the 4. This card's cool. Fun card. It's a really fun card, actually. Good power level. Fun deck building. Just kidding.
You didn't say the magic word.
Hopefully no more of those. Alright, so we're going to stock up here. And we're going to find another stock up. A Meringue River Regent, a Beza. Beza blocks Gearhulk pretty well. I guess not. Once they equip it, it does not. So, let me just stock up again. Take the Meringue. Stock it up. What's up, Mac? I'm back to playing ball a little bit, yeah. Braid is great. And Get Lost is great. Off for the races. Curious if they'll ever play this Phoenix down. Not have a turn they play it. Like, use it. They say go. Okay. Lightning Helix, oh my god. So we're going to land. We are going to abrade this. Wait, I'm sorry. Where's Shiko? Guess Shiko first. Shiko, stock up, go. And we're going to cast stock up. Shiko stock up's the name of the game, folks. And I would like a land and a... I think Get Lost is fine here. Alright. Pass the turn. End step. Kill Shiko with a Stravel. Battle menu. Cool. That's fun. Elves. You got it. Equip. You got it. Attack step. You got it. No blocks. You got it. Abrade the Gearhulk. They can down it back. I don't really care. Take 2. So get back Gearhulk. If they play any more 1s, we just lock them up with the lockdown.
More like transforming into something.
They get Llanowar Elves, Paw Patch Recruit. Sure. Lockdown's looking pretty good here. They're going to play it super safe, though. Not going to play it of a lockdown. Like, I respect that. So we're going to go land. We're going to lock up these boots and the elves. And then... oh, look at this. Getting fancy here. They're going to go for the Get Lost on the lockdown. Sure. So no trigger. We can just Shiko and do it again. Yeah, I'm cool with that. We lose our map value, but whatever. We'll just hit the small stuff. I guess if we just hit the Gearhulk, is that good enough? Yeah, just better. Or we should have stock up, but no, we gotta stay alive here. Our hand's already great, so we'll just kill this. Kill this and say go. 1 gold vein Hydra would be pretty cool, yeah. As a 1-of tutor target. That would get us here. Tristani, 3 Whispers. Death Touch, Vigilance, Double Strike. So they're in for 2. Oh, they can haste this thing. Okay. They can give it Double Strike, too. We got a block here. Wow, look at this. Tristani coming in. This will be their entire turn of mana. Give it Double Strike. We go to 7. Making us regret not getting the boots off the board. Alright, so Shiko's dead.
Oh, it's raining Helix! Oh my god!
That's pretty rude. Alright, kill that. Now you have Helix and Get Lost up. Jeez. They kick their Paw Patch recruit. It's fine. We can kill 1 while the other is not there. And then set up for Get Lost if they go for the boots. Oh, play the elves first. Play the elves first. No.
Waka waka.
What are you doing? Could have gotten a counter. Could have been at a barbecue. I'm not mad. All right, so we're taking 3 here. Top card Sentinel. Sentinel's pretty good. Let's try another lockdown. I mean, Meringue bouncing boots and map, and then getting to map myself is pretty good. Yeah, I should do this. Bounce those. Let me get to map twice. Cool. I'm still gonna map. I'm taking down Get Lost, I think. If they would need to have a removal spell, they would need to go Sentinel, Boots, Equip, Attack, removal spell to punish us for not leaving him Get Lost here. Let's play it safe. Sure. Here's Sentinel. Get a map. We're a little light on gas here. We do stock up in the bin, so any Shiko's a good draw. Stock up's a good draw. There's a lot of good draws here. Map onto the Sentinel. Yeah, we'll kill this response. No map value. And then now our lockdown hits everything. Well, I think they're inclined to play this Boots now, so... Oh, I should have map. Alright, sure. Battle menu. That kills the Meringue River Regent. They played the Boots, too. Oh, yeah.
Don't do this. Please.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. We gotta reset the drop.
Don't do this. Please, don't do this. Get up. Let's get up. Don't do it. Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Think of your family. Think of your fans. Think of everybody.
Oh, big dragon. So they draw menu, they kill the Regent, and then we draw Get Lost, and then we just need to sit here and draw a threat of some kind. They got elves. Does he kill enchantments? 2/2 +0/+4. Yeah, this card just seems worse than like Destroy Evil, right? Like, all right, we're attacking. 2 stock up, 2 rediscover the way, 2 Shikos, more Meringues. They're gonna kill it. That's fun. All right, well, top deck war. Our Get Lost versus the top of their deck, and then of course the top of our deck comes into play next turn. Mommy!
Oh, it's raining Helix! Oh my god!
Elish Norn's a good card. Elish Norn's a great card. Okay.
Game.
What can I say, folks? Pro Tour decks are good. Undefeated on the day. So another 3-0 with another Pro Tour deck, and some weird games there, of course, with the weird concessions and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this deck seems really good. You know, Arne is very, very good, and Arne does not choose a deck lightly. I know Arne played Blue Eye Control at the last Pro Tour. Him and Ely both played it and crushed. And, you know, so Arne playing this deck is a pretty strong indictment of it being a good deck. Indictment? Wrong word. But whatever. And if you like Control decks, this deck seems sweet. And, you know, it is definitely a good deck against Izzet and Mono Red. Yeah, this is just really good stuff. So, deck's really sweet. You folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Endorsement. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. God damn.
You're saying it wrong.